Welcome everyone to Can You Beat Grandmaster Players with Silver League Micro. A couple weeks ago I did this challenge with Macro and this one is going to be way more difficult. Back in that challenge it seemed that, even though I would have less units to play with because of the Silver League Macro, if I used them in the right way I could still win. Now I'm going to macro up very well, make a big army, but I'm going to have my Silver League teammate micro them for me. I'm expecting some very painful moments, but let's begin. Alright, so the first game in this video is going to be against a Gold League player. If we beat him, we're going to play against a Platinum. If we win that, against a Diamond, etc. Hopefully we end up at Grandmaster, but I guess we'll see. Now, in the last video where I did the... Oh, of course I don't have my settings correct. In the last video where I did the macro part, I only played Terran. Here, I thought it could be a little more fun if I just play a little bit of everything, right? So I'm going to play Protoss here. Maybe I'll... exactly. My teammate could do some sightseeing. I'll play some Protoss here. Maybe I'll play some Terran later. And I'm going to force him to do stuff. So I'm going to send the probe to scout and I'm going to make him do it. Because I want to see if he can harass, a nice a nice Terran base. Very excited for that. And I'm going to play kind of just normal. Scout. Oh, oops. That's the wrong chat. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. All right. I felt like I was just about to say something. Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask my guy. What? Oh, I keep typing in the alt chat. What units do you like? Since I'm the one doing the macro anyway, attack him. Do it. I would love to nudge him towards attacking that. Carriers? No, that's a no-go. They don't require micro. I'll just do something else. I keep typing in the alt chat. So there we go. All right. So I got a gateway going. Wait, did he? Oh no, for a second I thought he lost the probe. All right, let's see. Good thing I'm at least me, so I can keep up with the chatting and macroing at the same time. Please no, continue to give me your plans. All right. You're definitely not making carries, I'll tell him that. Definitely not making carries. I'm actually not playing to make any carriers because that would be a bit lame. Carriers are like one of the lowest micro units that you can build, and that's not what the point here is. Now, I have to say, my teammate said he was silver, but his profile said... Well, why did he come back? Oh, well, I guess I'll just mine with it. But his profile said that he was bronze, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be bronze or silver league micro. But I guess, it's going to come to the same point eventually. Now, I don't want to make it, too hard for him. So something like an Oracle, for example, would probably... Oh, I forgot my guess. Something like an Oracle would be a little bit too difficult, I think. So maybe I could go for Blink Stalkers. I feel like Blink Stalkers could be quite nice. Now, the reason why I'm making a battery here already is mostly... because I'm not going to be able to defend my own base, right? So I'm just going to make sure that I'm fine for now. I guess I can micro the probes. The probes is the only thing that I can micro. Let's see if he goes for the shade. Shade instantly. All right. That is 1 point already. Now, maybe I should just be focusing on getting a good economy up as well. I don't really... Nah, I'm not going to do it, okay? You guys saw that I really wanted to. No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe next game. If we play another Protoss game, that is. Now, it's funny because this is going to be harder for me than usual. Because I want to see what the micro looks like, right? I can also... Wait, I'm going to rally at home, see when he catches on. Okay, so the opponent has 1 Marine. This probably means that there's a factory behind. Let's see how well the Adept is going to do. He's falling back. He could have won that trade, by the way. That's something. Oh, he did grab the Adept now. Is he going to shade it across as well? There we go. He definitely could have won that trade. It's just a couple of Marines. Actually, it looks like it was 3 Marines. Now, I'm going to go for Blink. Let's see how good the micro is. Micro by the gold opponent was quite good, actually. Pulled back that Marine. Very well done. I think I'm just going to go for a relaxed 2-gate Blink opener. I can't wait to force my teammate to play some hyper-aggressive Terran gameplay in the next game. That's gonna be very enjoyable. So nice big medevacs or battlecruiser or something like that. That's gonna be freaking great. All right, I'll get a robo up here. Get a 3rd gas as well. Let's see, is he doing well so far? Oh, actually, there's multiple barracks out here. I mean, I would like to counter what my opponent's doing. I feel like going for 2-gate Blink is probably, countering everything well enough already. But I guess if we see a lot of Marines, that's why I'm paying attention to this. It's really funny to watch this, by the way. If there's a lot of Marines, then maybe I can start making Colossus. Okay, so the opponent's going for a Cyclone. That could be a little scary for a timing attack later on. So I like how my teammates always feel like taunting the opponents. It was basically the same thing in the macro video as well. They're really making use of their freed up APM here, you know? I'm just gonna send everything across. Okay, kind of like it actually. Now I'm gonna go up to 4 gateways here. Now this is pretty funny. I feel like there's one. A lot of people complained, or well, not complained. I think you guys still really enjoyed the macro video. But a lot of people said that it's not really authentic Silver League macro if I am doing like all the micro for them, right? But here, even though they get to pay a little more attention to the units, their micro is still going to be silver, right? Like it's or bronze. It's not going to be any better than that because the micro skills are just not there yet, right? Now, obviously, some people are like slightly better at microing than the rest of the players in their rank. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we have a little bit of a micro warrior over here. Now, let's see if we're going to be using the prism. I'm curious for that. Let's see if we can see some really cool prism micro. I mean, so far, I have to say I feel pretty comfortable because... I mean, we're going up to a 3rd base. My opponent hasn't taken anything yet. Now, what I would do in this position is I would actually scout to see if someone took a hidden base or something like that. Because I'll warp a sentry. Gonna make a couple more batteries over here. But I don't want to, like, push my teammate to making, like, the right decisions, if that makes sense. So, wait, did I put that there? Or not? I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to do that. Probably not. I don't remember if I put that there or not. I might have put that there on accident. Okay, let's see. Oh, this shade is looking like a disaster a little bit. Okay, that is the first big mistake of the game. That's going to be misclick. Yeah, I'm not buying it, my friend. I'm not buying it. You can tell that the APM is already suffering here because these units have been chilling at home for a long time. This looks like it's been a little bit of an F2. Nothing wrong with a little bit of F2. You know, nothing wrong with a little bit of F2 action here, grabbing the entire army. Now, the blink micro is going to be interesting to see. I would love to see the... yeah, okay. Well, I mean, so far... we're definitely seeing a couple mistakes, guys. I'll put it that way. We're definitely seeing a couple mistakes so far. We lost 3 in death for 2 Marines. And we just killed our own Stalker. Oh, he wants me to warp units. Here, I'll give you some sentries. There you go. Hey, it's teamwork. He sieged the prism, that's the micro, and I warped it. That's actually pretty funny. I think he legitimately waited for me to warp it as well. I didn't even pay attention to that, to be honest, but he was actually waiting for me to warp it. All right, the Immortal's coming across. Oh, I like that he's using it. He's using the hallucination on the sentry to see what he has. Looks like it's Marine Cyclone. Yeah, going for a Colossus army would be absolutely massive here, so I'm just going to start building some Colossus. Also going to go up to maybe the 4th base here, I think. That could be quite nice. Now here, the only thing that is lacking is just a little bit of scouting on the other side. Like this opponent, I mean, the Raven is still here, so probably not. Oh, this is going to be painful for him. He's going to lose the Raven. Yeah, our opponent could have walked all the way to our base, and we would have no idea because there's no scouting here. This is what you usually want to use the observers for. Okay, looks like we have a fusion core. That's good scouting. Let's go. We're actually scouting. I love it. Then I guess I'll just start making some more... Stalkers, and I'll just get upgrades for the Stalkers as well, pretty much. Doesn't have to be complicated, guys, StarCraft. Now, wait, guys. We have a couple DTs. Wait, where did the Prism go? Oh, does he want me to pay attention to the Prism? I'll warp in DTs for him if he wants. I'm waiting. Siege the Prism, please. I'm waiting. It's not going to happen. He probably wouldn't expect me to be paying attention to this. I don't want to warp in and then have him, like, siege the Prism after, you know? Is he going to siege it? No? Okay, then I'll just warp it at the front. Here we go. I just sent a couple DTs. I'm not going to send them across because in this moment in time, that feels like rallying units I think is okay. But in this moment in time, it might be a little much to be rallying DTs across the map. Well, you know, my teammate's busy microing, so I'm not going to do that. God, that was actually very funny. Oh, he finished that, so the observer died. Let's see what the micro is going to be like here, though. I'm going to make some more batteries in my bases just in case of the battle cruisers, right? And this is the kind of game that I was actually afraid of, by the way. Like, I feel like, I mean, in terms of supply, we're doing absolutely fantastic, of course. But if we get into a game against mass battle cruisers, we are going to, you know, need my teammate to micro very well and stuff. And I'm curious if that's going to be the case. Okay, so we're going to go in over here. Oh, he's actually using the DTs for that. Very nice. Okay, I like it. I wasn't quite sure what was in there, but that looks pretty good. Now, let me just make some pylons. It's really funny. I feel like instead of macroing perfectly, I'm just having a great time watching whatever my teammate is doing. Like, this is very enjoyable for me. Now, there's a little bit of a drop over here. I mean, we have enough units. It's really funny that I got supply block here, to be honest, because I was thinking, like, in a perfect world, you know, we macroing perfectly. I mean, this Colossus is going to do the trick on its own, probably. I'm not doing anything, guys, I promise. It's shooting lasers out of its own, okay? I promise, guys. Yeah, there's a couple more Stalkers here. Guess we might as well build an Observer as well. I mean, we have one, but... Oh, no, actually, he lost it to the turret, so I'll just make another one. I think I actually want to make a Stargate here, in case we're going to get into a game. Let's see what the micro here is like. No micro yet. He does blink away. Well done. I mean, the Observer is coming at some point, but I think if we're playing as Battlecruisers at some point, I feel like it could be really nice to just go up for Tempest. Yo, wait, these things are still alive? How much damage have these things done? Oh my goodness. Also looks like that is the first Battlecruiser. Our friend has not used the Observers yet. I'll ping it for him. There you go. I'll do a quick ping for him. So you okay? Anytime now, guys. I wait. Hey, there we go. Well, that was probably more of an F2 than anything else, but still. Let's see. That's a slow warp in pylon. We'll make a couple more Stalkers. Get a couple upgrades going. I mean, I'm having a great time here. There's no stress at all for me and just macroing. Like, if there's an absolute big blunder going on, it's not my fault, right, guys? No, I think it's time I'm not gonna make carriers, by the way. Promise. If I make a carrier, I would like this game to be invalidated because carriers don't require micro. So it's basically me making them. In case you're wondering, that's not entirely true. Carriers are, you know, not very microable units, but you do have to sometimes unleash the interceptors a little early because then they get more range. So what you want to do sometimes is like attack rocks. So your interceptors are out and then attack a target. You can do that kind of micro, that's for sure. Now, let's see. I mean, his army is absolutely massive here, right? Like, absolutely freaking gargantuan. This should be a massive A move here, I think. Especially, okay, it doesn't look like there's any siege tanks there. Oh, there's a prism over here. So I can probably start warping into some units. He has one Battlecruiser. Battlecruisers are pretty good. I don't think they're quite good enough, though. Let's see. Should I start making some Tempest? I think we are going to start. XD is called, which I think is going to be the sign for a GG. And the Gold League player has been defeated by the Silver League Micro, as to be expected. You know, if this game was a fail, this would have been a very, very tough challenge. It's still going to get harder. Let's play against the Platinum player. Game number 2 is an Equilibrium against a Platinum Terran player. My teammate is a high... I was going to say high Masters. That'd be very unfair. My Archon teammate is a high Silver Zerg. So I decided to play Zerg as well. Terran is going to be up next, at least if we win. Now, theoretically, I think Zerg should be the nicest race to do this with because Zerg really is mostly about the macro. Like, micro is not going to be as important with Zerg. And macro is going to be very important. So maybe I should, get a little funky here. You know what? I'm gonna put him to work right away. I'm going to do one of my builds. If you guys have watched my Zerg Cheese series, I'm going to do one of the builds that I really like doing. And that is going for super fast 8 Zerglings. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do a normal build. What units do you like? Let's see if we can give some input. Like I'm still gonna run the show for sure in terms of macro. Roach and Ravager. Okay. I think I can work with that. Yeah, that sounds fine to me. I can go for my early build. I don't usually play Roaches and Ravagers myself, so that's gonna be pretty fun. You know, I just realized I can oh, wait, I'm actually not supposed to... Actually, I'll just rally it here, I guess, and then he can choose if he picks it. What was I gonna say? I can force him to make certain plays. Like, for example, what if I make 10 Dropper Lords and send them here or something, right? I can basically force him to just, drop his entire army in the main base. Or maybe he's gonna feel responsibility to do something with the unit. So that's gonna be very fun. So I'm gonna make 8 Zerglings. This is gonna be a very strong build, but to be honest... I always notice that per league, the meta is a little different. So I'm not quite sure if this build is going to be as strong against Platinum players as it would be in Grandmaster meta, for example. So I think we're going to see. So this is the play. Check this out. I'm going to save Larva now. And then when this pool finishes, I'm going to make 8 Zerglings. I'm going to send those around the Reaper. And the only reason why I am allowed to send them is just because I'm going to rally it from the production. You guys made a very valid point, by the way, on my macro video that rallying is part of macro. And I was kind of doing it when I was microing in that video. So that was a little bit of a mistake by me. I guess I should rally it beforehand. So I'm just going to click it really far around, right? Because if I keep adjusting it, then it actually becomes microing. Oh, he's going to keep them at home. Okay, well... That's a beautiful... why are you not using my beautiful Zerglings? Like, this is the thing. If you play against Terran with this build... Okay, so wait, he's He's gonna send 2 of those. Okay, so those are all gonna follow the rally, and the rest is gonna be pulled back. Very interesting. Oh wait, I moved the Overlord. Well, I get okay. He's looking at it. Thank goodness. I moved it for him, but then he moved it himself again. So that's nice. Oh, so there's no base over here, huh? Can you check? Just like how about we go for? I'm gonna make a spine if he doesn't check. Okay, he did check. Okay, thank you. I was wondering, like, well, he didn't actually check. It's just he built it in vision, which is very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go for a 3rd hatchery now. It is really funny that I'm just so automatic on certain things. Like, you know, I moved the Overlord a little bit right at the start, and then luckily for me, he moved it himself. Reapers. Okay, good comms, good communication. All right, you don't often get to say that in StarCraft, so that's nice. Now, I feel like I do get to add a lot of my personality in this game just by... Well, actually, my personality is not spreading creep usually, but I'm going to spread creep. Now, here, what I would like to see is my teammates scouting a little more. I feel like it would be really nice. Okay, so there's a factory going up. These Zerglings are going to get caught. That's unfortunate. They're also not being pulled back or microed, so we are going to lose all of those Zerglings. Like, I'm not playing a high Zergling build, so that's going to make this a little tough. Seems like the opponent is playing... Well, is that even a 2x Reaper? It all looks kind of late. I'm actually not quite sure. Let's see. It is a bunch, but it's also not that many. Guess I'll spread a little bit of creep here against the Reapers. Yeah, I would like if we just scouted even more. And I'm saying that because our opponent doesn't have anti-air. Like, he's only making Reapers. Like, I need to know what's going on here to make the right stuff, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to go for a double Evo. I'm just going to use the Queens for this. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. I guess Queens I am allowed to micro, right? Or actually I'll just A-move. Well, okay, he's doing it for me. Okay, that's fair enough. I thought I could... I know I can micro the drones. I'm not quite sure if I can micro the Queens. But I guess if he's gonna do it for me, that solves my problem. So that's nice. Now, when do I... I think I need to make the lair now, roughly. Like, I'm gonna go for a big early roach timing. Okay, yeah, if you're gonna take control of the Queens, you're gonna have to use the Queens, my friend. Like, this is getting very painful. Come on, the Queens. How about I'll ping them for him? How about we get the Queens going, my friend? Yes, okay. I need the Brent. This Queen is losing, my friend. Use the Queens, not the drones. No, no, stop it. Stop. Okay, I'm sending the Queens. I can't handle it anymore. Use the Queens, my friend. I'll communicate very clearly. Okay, there you go. The drones are mine. Drones are mine. There you go. Stay away from my drones. I never want you to control my drones again. That was a little painful. So my drones attacking the Reapers when I don't want them to. Oh, it's okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to controlling, or well, just spraying some creep, I suppose. Now, that was a very painful start. Not gonna lie, a very, very painful start. So he sees my 3rd base. No worries. Oh. Did I make a Roach Warren yet? I'm not quite sure, actually. No, I'm going to make the Roach Warren now. I guess since our bases are getting owned pretty hard, what I'm going to do is I'll just saturate all these gases in the main. And that's going to open me up to saturate this later. It's going to make it a little bit easier for him. Okay, he's going to scan for creep tumors. Okay, no, I can kind of see it. It's not bad. Let's see, how many drones do I want? I think ideally... I mean, he really is struggling with this. Maybe this here you can see the difference between my mindset and that of a Silver. Like, for me, the Queens were enough to defend, so I never made any additional units, right? But clearly... he's having a very hard time splitting the Queens. They're still out here in downtown. Fine, we're gonna start some roaches here, guys. Here we go. We get the roach speed going as well. Fine. The next is really funny. I said this was gonna be easier than the other races, most likely, but in the end, we are definitely struggling. Now, the drone surround is gonna finally take care of these Reapers. There we go. Shout out to the opponent, of course. Like, very good harassment. Now, how well did he macro behind it? Realistically, my macro has been pretty good. I mean, I still have 55 drones. I think it would be okay for me to just make pure roaches from now on. Like, that sounds all right to me. We're going to make a bunch of roaches. I guess my teammates technically not allowed to transform them into Ravagers either. Yeah, I wish... Oh, nice. Just to say, like, I don't know if I need... This is the thing, guys. You need to scout with Zerg. Maybe... Yeah, I could have done this strategically a little better. Like, all this time... I wanted to know if I need to make spore crawlers. I could have made them blindly, but I don't just want to blindly make spore crawlers. Make an overseer now. So very good. I like that. Very good to see. Okay, we're going to make a couple more roaches, and then now we have 1-1, and I'll let it up to my teammate to decide whether he wants to attack with them or not, of course. I would like to attack right now with the 1-1. I'll morph a couple of Ravagers for him, actually. There you go. Would be pretty sad to do this without Ravagers, I think. Okay, well, just go for it. Get in there. Don't worry about it. Just go. Double engineering base. Okay, double engineering base. Make it look like he didn't macro super well behind it, because the upgrade should have been going on for a long time already, guys. Like, I have 1-1 completed, or we have, and it's, yeah, his engineering base are just starting, so that's not great. Now, I guess still, I'm gonna leave it all up to my teammate to decide whether to attack or not. I'm gonna, let's see, I'll rally the Overlord somewhere else. Make it look a little more, yeah, how would I even put this? A little more easy to understand where everything is, I suppose. Yeah, how many drones do we have now? Looking like a decent amount. At least I didn't see any lag, unless I'm blind. But I don't think I did. Now, strategically here, guys, what's supposed to be happening is that we are supposed to attack, because roaches are not meant to just sit back and chill out. Like, it's relatively low efficiency supply, so we do have to get it going after this pause. All right, seems like he's ready. He was getting lagged by 15 Chrome tabs, apparently. All right, even a little bit of a countdown. Very nice. Now, like I was saying, we should be going for an attack here. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that our opponent can't stop this if we would attack him, right? But I think maybe my teammate is not going to be as confident with roaches because of what I said. Like, my teammate is an actual Zerg player, so he might not realize, you know, that we just have a lot of supply compared to what we normally would have. Now, let's see. Are we going to do some bios? Okay, some bios going to be thrown down. No, the opponent's actually the one making the micro mistake there. He was attacking their rocks for a second. That cost him a big tank shot. The damage from the Marines is not super meaningful, but the big tank shot, that was definitely missing. Now, I think we're going to go for tunneling claws. Why not? Let's just spice it up a little bit. Maybe I'll get an infestation pit as well. Gonna make a couple spores. I don't, you know what the thing is, guys? I don't really want to have to defend myself anymore after that last happening, you know. He might an overshare. Here, I'll give him 3. There you go. I'll even get overlord speed for him. Just because he's being a nice teammate on communicating with me, you know. There you go. It's really funny that not even when I'm playing Archon and I'm supposed to be macroing, not even then I spread creep. Like, my creep is just horrible. All right, he has 3 overshares. They are still slow, but they're getting there, okay? We got to be patient with those. Now, do I want to go for 3-3? Just hammer him. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just, he doesn't have upgrades here, guys. That's the thing. Like, if he had 1-1, I think that's a mistake that my teammate's making, probably. I remember this very clearly from coaching. One of the biggest things that you can do is just click on your opponent's units whenever you see them. You'll see they have no upgrades, and then you're like, oh, no matter what happens, we're going to take a really good trade here, right? So if you just do it that way, he could have decided to attack reactively. Looks like he wants to go again. Oh, he sent 1 roach at the front, it looked like. Now, let's see. Yeah, this fight looks really big. The thing is, he did bile himself there. That definitely hurts, but we just have way too many units here despite the start. And I guess here you can kind of see the power of Zerg, where if you're not getting harassed enough, and I mean, we definitely took a lot of damage and we were harassed enough, but you can just make so many freaking units. Like, you need your build to be really crisp. And here you can see the reason why I was confident doing this with Zerg. I definitely lost a little bit of confidence after that early start with the Reapers and stuff, with the Queens defending. It was really funny. His name is Simple Something, but here it says Simp. Mark and Simp, the ultimate Archon team. But anyway, that's for the Platinum player. Let's play against a Diamond. All right, game 3 is me and a Silver Terran against a Diamond Terran player. Now, this is a matchup. I think Terran normally would be fine, but TVT really scares me when it comes to the micro department. Like, I don't think our opponent's going to do that, to be honest. I feel like all these guys here, it's really awesome, by the way. Everybody here seems so excited to play. If you want to play, make sure to join the Discord in the description, by the way. That's how I choose people for my challenges. But I think because they're so excited to play, they're pretty unlikely to just go for like a proxy Reaper. But if they would, that would be freaking terrifying, because it almost purely comes down to the macro, or to the micro rather. Like, almost anyone can make their first Reaper on time, right? But how you control the Reaper and not lose it to the opponent's first Reaper, completely different story. Now, what units would I like to build? Actually, I'm gonna ask him. What units do you like? I was thinking about making a couple Cyclones first. Maybe I would like to play Mech. because that's going to be, excuse me, easier to control than playing bio. Following the 3 ranks. Okay, so he likes bio units. You know, I could give him like a bunch of Reapers to play with. I feel like it's so freaking hard though. Like microing Reapers is, I mean, I really like doing it, but it's pretty freaking hard. So Marine tank, yeah, I mean, if he wants to play bio, I'll have him play bio. That's fine. In TVT case, bio means Marine tank, by the way. Like, I know it sounds a bit strange, but in TVT, whether you make Marines and Marauders with your tanks decides if you're playing bio or not, pretty much. Just so you know. Just so he realizes, you know, I don't want him to just like... I hope he hasn't selected it yet. That's what I'm paying attention to. He hasn't selected it yet. Oh, we are playing against an early expansion. Now, I rallied my Reaper. Actually, that seems a little risky. Maybe I'll rally that. Well, you know what? I'll rally it here. So it's like it's out there if he wants to use it. But he doesn't necessarily need to pop off with it. I think this is a fantastic choice, by the way, by our opponent, Chatomic. Like, he realizes that the Reaper Micro might not be as good as if, you know, if I was controlling it. So he's going to play it a little greedier, knowing that he's unlikely to get killed early on. Now, let's see if he's going to use this Reaper. I'd be very scared here because a Silver League Reaper Micro against Diamond, no building. I did explain this in the lobby. I mean, I do have APM to spare. That is fine. Okay. Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The Reaper versus Reaper battle it's going to be really terrifying, guys. Like, we need to pay super close attention to whether my teammate can handle it. I'm actually going to rally the Reaper on top of his Reaper. Maybe that's a nice way to do it, actually. I'll just rally his units together. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's see. He's not kiting yet. He's no, why are you running away? No, you could have killed that. No, my friend. That was a free Reaper. Oh, that's unfortunate. That would have been such a nice kill. Picking off one Reaper against someone who's Reaper expanding would have been absolutely beautiful for us. But instead, he got a little scared. He got cold feet. He didn't want to lose his Reaper and he ran away. Maybe he was scared to lose his Reaper on the division of his commander, you know. No, I sent the Heli in there as well. I guess I'll just keep rallying on top of his units. Unless I feel like I need to keep some of them at home. I feel like that's a decent way to go about it. All right, let's see. No orbital yet. So our opponent might be making a few more safety units than normal. Let's look at the Reaper Micro. This time it was good. We do end up killing a Reaper. Let's see how... Oh, this fight is going to be exciting to see how it's going to pan out. Decides to back off. Okay, you know, it's important for me to pick up on the patterns of my teammate here, right? Let's see. So there's a Marauder there as well. Wow, okay. So our teammate likes to play a little aggressive, but he also has a little of that kind of like safety in him, I want to say. So when the fight is like contested, when it's not sure who's going to win, he appears to back off. So we can play into that. Like, he doesn't seem like the kind of type who would go all in. So maybe I should also play it a little more economic then. Here, I'll just put it on it. This is actually a very cool way to rally, unless he loses the unit. I'll just put it right there. Okay, so there's a bunker. The Cyclone is going to be really good here. He did lock onto the bunker. Let's see. Oh, he has his own Cyclone. Let's see how this is going to be a very important micro battle. If the Cyclone is mis-micro, like if the lock-on hits, someone's Cyclone is going to die. Now, I think that's enough Cyclones for now, so there we go. Gonna start a third base already. This is not a particularly fast third base. It's actually pretty standard. Now, I do need to... Wait, was that... I feel like something died from a long range, but I can't imagine that he had a tank already, so I wonder what that was. Okay, so he has 3 Cyclones. I guess I'll just rally these guys over here. Have a couple of Marines on the ramp. Yeah, I mean, our setup is quite nice. The economy, as you can see, opponent also starting a third base. Economy is not particularly blossoming or anything. I just think it's looking all right. Yeah, I think it's looking all right. That's going to make me even more curious as to what's going to happen later. I'm a little nervous that my teammate does really want to play bio. I think I would have preferred it if he told me, oh, please give me some tanks and Thors. That's going to be a 5, you know? Now, I think I'm also not even going to siege the tanks. I guess that's a... It's kind of hard. I talk about that a decent amount of times where it's really important that you are in position beforehand, right? So something you would do is you take this tank, you siege it here already. The second tank, you siege it there. So you're in position for everything. But that probably becomes a little bit more, you know, micro than macro. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. So far, I don't think we've done a lot of damage. He did snipe an SCV there, which is nice. One Cyclone is going to go back. I imagine he wants me to repair that. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait. Here I need to be smart. Okay. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to explain you guys why. Ravens are one of the best units. Oh, wait, no, actually, I can't yet. I think, yeah, I do want... Yeah, I'll give him Interference Mage. Okay, I do have to research that. For a second, I was doubting getting it, but I'll get it for him. But why I'm a little scared of doing this is because I know from coaching Diamond players, Masters players, I feel like everyone that is not like GM or above, like high Grandmaster, don't really like playing with Ravens because they're difficult spellcasters to use. So I guess we're really going to be putting him to the test here. Gonna go for double engineering bay and 2 barracks just as my teammate, you know, requested, I suppose. Gonna start saturating this already. I have 1 tank just chilling here. I guess I can expand my rally a little bit. Let me repair that cyclone. I could consider making turrets at some point just to kind of help with base defenses. I guess. Okay, our opponent is still chilling there. That's going to be quite nice. Upgrade is going to take 17 more seconds. It's not going to be long enough to deter me. I do think he's going to be... Oh, there's units attacking us. Let's see, my friend. Well, I can micro the SCVs. I'll pull away these. I'm just not allowed to. Okay, you have units right there. Okay, very nice. Big fan of this. There we go. Okay, now we can saturate that already. This micro is going to be tough. I know this is really tough micro to do. Like going in between the bases. Like you need to plan this. You don't really want to be going back and forth all the time. You just want to split your units so you don't have to go back the next time. But yeah, our opponent is doing a good job here. And all I'm really allowed to do is just pull away these SCVs, which is not making this very easy on us. And you can tell there's definitely struggle. Use a Raven, use anything. Nothing is happening right now. This is a typical, like, freezing when you're lacking the APM. My teammate's completely frozen right now. Nothing is happening. Okay? There's no... I'll ping it for him. There you go. There's no units moving in position. He was just completely frozen. Kind of like the stress and anxiety of everything, right? That's happening. How about we send something over there, my friend? Wait, well... Should I? No, I'm not going to rally it because that's... I feel like rallying on an enemy unit is maybe just a little bit much. Kill it, my friend, please. There we go. Finally. Okay, so we're going to start heading towards that. We're using an interference matrix, but we're not actually killing the thing. But that's a good move. Very good move there to kill that. Okay, so I have a couple of Vikings now as well. I guess now my economy is getting back up. I really need to start getting some depots. I do like the positioning of these cyclones. That's definitely very nice. I guess... I probably shouldn't scan, right? Yeah, I mean, I did scanning when I was playing the micro, so I shouldn't do it when I'm doing the macro. Now, there's a... Wait, can I... I'm just going to hint him. I know I'm helping him a little bit with these, but my teammate's having a really hard time. Like, you can clearly tell that the stress took over him there for a second, but now he's back. He's going to use these 2 Vikings, and there we go. That medevac is going to fall, and that's very nice. I'm going to make another sensor tower just to make it like a little easier for him. The biggest thing that's missing in this game, by the way, is just vision. Like what you're supposed to do usually in TVT is you send a marine everywhere. Like very simple. Look at the map. Our opponent could be here with his literally here with his entire army. I mean, now we know he's not, but he could be there with his entire army. And I'm not quite sure what this attack is. This is okay. Well, we're sieging. I mean, that's nice. Maybe we can deny this, I guess. But yeah, there's no vision on the map right now. That's what you normally use these Marines for. Okay, these forces are doing good. I kind of want to tip him off that our opponent is very clearly attacking us at the same time, right? But I'll ping them for him. I would get some sieges on there. Like, I could see that coming already. But don't go there. You have to siege them, my friend. Oh, this might be very painful, guys. This army is massive. Siege them. Siege, not in caps lock. I was going to type it in caps lock there. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the opponent didn't attack there. Just giving a little bit of innocent tips here, guys. I'm not doing anything, I promise. Just some innocent tips. Oh my god, this is way more stressful than playing myself. Jeez. I'm not going to do a scan. I'm just going to... Wait, we actually denied the command center. Very nice. That's very cool. Sensor tower also definitely helping. We have Vikings, unless we lost them at some point. Did we lose our Vikings? No, we do have our Vikings still. Yeah, I'm going to ping them for him. There you go. I know I'm just doing the macro. I guess I'm doing the inventory. Okay, by pinging the units, I'm doing the inventory for him. Okay, yeah, there we go. He's going to pull them. That's a little bit of an F2, so we have to be careful with that. Combat shield is going to be on the way. I guess I kind of feel like doing like a hidden expansion or something. Maybe adding a little bit of flavor. This looks like it... Okay, I'm kind of scared for that. It looks like we could be heading towards a base trade here. Guess I'll add some more turrets over here in case our opponent wants to drop. Oh, that's a move command. Okay, we're not stimming. It's painful. Our opponent doesn't have combat shield, so we might even win this trade. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, we lived. Okay, there was no stim. The tanks were move commanded. But we made it happen because our army was really big and our opponent didn't have combat shield. Oh my god. That's not good for my blood pressure, guys. All right, I'm going to make a planetary here because that's going to keep me a little safer. We did lose a Raven there for free. It sounded like there's still no combat shield on his Marines. I wonder if my teammate's going to catch on to that. There's no combat shield there, guys, which is really big. Like, Marines without combat shield, they're just way worse. Like, it's not even a little bit worse. I feel like I would like to scan for him. But since I've told them that scouting is their thing, I'm not gonna do it. Like in TVT, it's totally fine to just scan a lot. You can never be caught off guard by like a siege or something. So it's really normal to... I'm pinging, but it's really normal to just scan all the time, I guess. Well, I guess here it's okay to scan because I imagine that he kind of wants to do it, but he didn't have the CC's hotkey. Okay, he's going in here. He's only targeting... Well, I mean... Okay. I'm going to break this down for you guys. I understand the micro, but it was not good. And the reason why it was not good is because I feel like that's a mistake I see more often where people tend to just kind of click on the high value targets, but that is never a good idea. You can't click through an army on a high value target. If you have a group of Marines here and there's a tank there and the Marines are there, then you can stim in and kill it quickly, but you don't go through the army to do that. Like, that is a pretty big mistake usually. So, yeah, that was pretty painful. Now, I would... Okay, well, actually, this is my task. Hey, look! My personality is shining through. I'm allowed to repair because I'm a macro guy. Get fricked. He's trying to snipe one against my Silver League teammate. Don't think so. Let's freaking go. Right. Well, I also have this base on the top. I mean, our economy is looking very good. We're going up to 90 SCVs, which is really nice. And we have stabilized. For a second, it looked like we were going to be in trouble, but we have stabilized. Now, I'm truly going to put my teammate to the test here, guys. This is not recommended when you're playing with a Silver League player. But I'm going to do a pro-level transition and make 5-star perks. And this is not going to be for battlecruisers, as you might think. This is going to be for something way more complicated. Oh, he's doing it again. Yeah, okay. I really hope that everyone watching this can very clearly see this mistake. He clicked on the tank, walking through the army, and just lost everything for killing one tank. Just, if we're going to do that, just A-move instead. A-move would have been better in most of these fights. Like, just... You don't even have to micro that much. You know, you can also just A-move sometimes. So there, it definitely would have been better. I don't want to give him the tips because we are really getting the... You know, the authentic Silver League micro experience. But it's looking dicey, guys. That's all I'm going to say. It's looking pretty dicey here. Yeah, I'm going to move this one tank because it's blocking my gas. I don't really want to move tanks and stuff, but I'm going to move it. Oh, he actually wanted to F2 it. Oh, he's trying to take my base. Don't think so, buddy. That's mine. Okay, looks like we're heading... oh, that's actually my rally. Or did he rally it? No, right now I can't possibly... I can't afford to blame my teammate for that, right? I must be caught on 4K there. You know, I'm going to say, guys, we have been really lucky that our opponent doesn't have freaking combat shields. Please siege! Why are we not sieging these? No! What are we doing? Guys, we have to siege these tanks. No, come on. Please. Siege tanks are the only thing you need against this. No, he's sieging it now. Oh, this is very painful. Okay, well, the units are coming in from behind. I think this is an F2. We're landing the Vikings, which is kind of cool. These Marines are 1 HP because of all the stims. Now, I guess I'll just rally everything here on the opponent units, else is gonna die. Okay, I'll help him out here a little bit, okay? There we go. Oh, I can't even ping more. There's 6 siege everywhere. Like, one of the biggest mistakes here has just been not sieging the tanks. Unsieged tanks are freaking worthless, okay? You gotta siege those. If those 3 tanks were sieged, this is literally hell. He doesn't even get up the ramp. You know, like that's literally it. Siege the tanks, please. Don't lose them again. You can't do this to me one more time. That would be absolutely devastating. Okay, let me try to rebuild the production that I've lost, I suppose. So that is 1 factory right now. I'm gonna lose this command center as well, but that's okay. Wait, because I'm not mining. It's a little bit of a mistake by me. Right, is there another base I can grab? I guess I suppose I can try to bring that one back. Okay, now we're doing a good job. We're slowly leapfrogging forward with... Oh, no. Just as I said, that he unsieges them all. Good thing our opponent's running away for his life. Like, never unsiege the tanks all at once. You want to do it one by one here. Now, I have a bunch of SCVs. Like, if we just siege these tanks, just siege them one by one. Just, please. Like, he clearly wants to attack. No. Guys, it's devastating. You guys can't see it right now. Actually, you can, but I'm absolutely devastated by this. Oh my goodness, the Marines! F2! How about we use some F2, my friend? There we go. Now, it would be a lot nicer if we were just F2ing here. This is a classic case of me encouraging F2 because it would be a lot better. All right, well, I would saturate those gases, but I guess we don't really need it. Should I just make a planet? Do you think life would just be easier if I just put planet? Oh, I need engineering base. If I just put planetaries everywhere, maybe it would be. Okay, I'm gonna get some armories over here. Let's saturate. Well, that's actually. Wait, my economy. I have 77 SCVs apparently. That's really not so bad. We're going in again. I think he did the exact same thing. He looked like he was move commanding once again. Oh man, yeah, I think this. No, why are we unsieging? No, now he did it on purpose. God, why are we unsieging the tanks? I think that is gonna be it, guys. We're playing against 3-3. We don't have enough upgrades, and this game. The last couple of games, we could just absolutely overpower with the macro. The moment we couldn't, you tell what could happen. The Silver League macro against micro against Diamond League micro is just incredibly painful. I'm sorry to my teammate. I hope I wasn't too mean or anything, but it's, yeah, just constantly, you know, clicking the units into the opponent's army, not sieging the tanks. And I mean, I don't blame him for like the defending of the crises. Like when the drops go into the main, that's one of the most difficult things to do in StarCraft. Like, doesn't matter if you're silver, diamond, or just, you know, not a pro. That's always going to be really difficult. But, you know, clicking the army in a move command every single time, not having the tank siege, those are things we have to work on. And that's going to be it. Can you beat Grandmasters with Silver League Micro? The answer is no. You can beat Platinum players, though. So if you're a really bad Micro player, you can punch two weight classes above, basically. You can beat Platinum players if you macro like me. But this was a fun experiment. The games were all very cool. I think in the end, it was probably like a 40-minute video or so for just 3 games. But that's going to be the end. Our opponent definitely did not have my macro. I think he did good enough, but 7,500 mineral. God, should I look at the units lost? Oh no, the units lost are disgusting, guys. 14k against 31k. Yeah, this is the difference, guys. Here you can see it. Silver League Micro versus Diamond League Micro in a nutshell. There you have it. Still, I want to thank everyone who participated. If you're interested in enjoying one of these, make sure to join the Discord for now. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Adios.